Hey guys, welcome to Hobby Crochet Club. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful tote bag. So I'm going to bring you through slowly step by step, so you will be able to crochet this bag even if you are a beginner. Also, I'm going to show you how I create this pattern. So you can change the bag size if you prefer, or you can use this pattern on your other crochet projects. So before we get started, I hope you guys consider to subscribe to my channel and support me to grow. Press the bell icon to receive notifications for my upcoming videos. So let's get started. So the size of this bag is 27 centimeters high and wide is 25 centimeters. And I create these straps almost 21 centimeters if you measure it on center here. So that's the size of this bag. So before we get started crochet, I'm going to show you some details about this pattern. So this pattern is going to work with multiple of 14. So the stitches is going to be like this. So I'm going to begin from this side. It will be three triple crochets. So we are going to begin with triple crochets. So at first we have 3 triple crochet, then we are going to work double crochets. So we will have 2 double crochets. After the 2 double crochets, we are going to have half double crochets. So we're going to have 2 half double crochets. After the 2 half double crochets here, we are going to have 3 single crochets. Then again we are going to work 2 half double crochets and again 2 double crochets. So now here we have 14 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 and 14. So this is going to be the pattern for our bag. So here we have 14 stitches. So the pattern will be multiple of 14. So as you can see here, we started with 3 triple crochets and here we ended up with 2 double crochets. So the both sides is not going to match. So when it's not match, it's not going to be neat. So we have to add 3 triple crochets into here. So the both sides will be start and end with 3 triple crochets. So here I will add 3 triple crochets. So we are going to begin our pattern with chain. So you can count your chain stitches as multiple of 14. Then add 3 stitches into the end. So let's say you are going to get it as 14 and you have to add 3. So it will be like 17. Okay, so that's about the stitches. And here today I'm going to work with 14 multiple 4. Okay, so it will be 56. Then I have to add these 3 stitches here, so plus 3, 59. Okay, so to begin my bag I have to work 59 chains. Okay, so I'm going to work 2 stitches at the beginning chain and 2 stitches at the ending chain. So I will minus 2 from this 59, so it's going to be 57. So I'll be working, so I'll begin with 57 chains. I hope you guys understand. So mainly we have to work 59 chains, but I will only work 57 chains because I'm gonna add 2 stitches at the beginning and ending. So I will start my work with 57 chains. Okay, so here is chains, so in this chain I will have 2 single crochets, and in every other chains I only going to work 1 single crochet, and at the end here I again have 2 single crochets in same stitch. Okay, and here we will have one more chain, which is extra chain that we are not going to work any stitch into that chain. So let's get started. So to begin we need yarn. So here I'm using cotton yarn. We need 2 different colors and 3mm crochet hook. We also gonna need some stitch markers. So I'm gonna begin with this color. To begin, make a slip knot. Then start working chains. So I'm gonna work chain 57. So once we have our chain 57, we are going to work one more chain to pick up the high, and we do not count it as a stitch. Just as I mentioned earlier, this is that chain stitch, so we are not going to work into that stitch. Okay, so now we have to work 2 single crochet into the second chain. So we skip this chain, so skip this one and work 2 single crochet into the next chain stitch. 1, and 2. Then I'm going to continue work 1 single crochet into every other chain until I reach to the end. So work 1 single crochet into each chain all the way till the end, and I'll be back when I reach to the end of this row. So here I have reached to the end of this row, so this is my last chain stitch. Now I'm going to work 2 single crochets into that stitch, So I'll place my stitch marker into the last stitch here. Then we are done for this side here, and we are going to continue on the other side here. So turn your work and into the first space here we will work 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2. Then we are going to work 1 single crochet into each space on the other side. So when you're done this side, you will have total of 59 single crochets, and we are going to do the same thing on the other side. So continue work and I'll be back at the end. Okay, so reach to the end, and now I have 57 stitches all the way, and let's work 2 single crochet into the last space. So we will have total of 59 single crochets on that side as well. Okay, now we are going to join our next color yarn. So to join the next color yarn, I'm going to remove the stitch marker, then insert your hook into the first stitch here, just like this, and grab your next color yarn and bring it through all the loops on your hook. So we are going to keep our previous yarn. Do not cut it, just remain it like this, and we will continue work with our new color yarn. So to begin our first row of the pattern, work chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we are going to work triple crochet. So we are only work into back loops in this row. So here is our pattern. We have to work 3 triple crochets. So yarn over twice and insert your hook into the same stitch back loop. So this is the stitch that I did this chain 3, and I'm going to work into the back loop now on the same stitch. So insert your hook into that stitch back loop, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So that's going to be our first triple crochet, and yarn over twice again and work a triple crochet in the next stitch back loop. into the next stitch. So here we have our 3 triple crochets. Now we have to work 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 into each. So here we are, just work 1 double crochet and 1 into the next stitch. Then we have to work 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2. Then work 3 single crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Then we are going to mirror it just this way. So work 2 half double crochets, 1, 2, then 2 double crochets, 1, 2. Then again we are going to work 3 triple crochets here. So yarn over twice and work triple crochets. So 1, 2, 3. So we are going to repeat this all the way around, and I'll be back when I reach to here and show you again. Okay, so now I have reached to the end of this side. So here I already worked 2 double crochets and we have left 3 stitches here on this side. So we are going to work 3 triple crochets into that 3 stitches. So each side we begin with 3 triple crochets and we are going to end it with 3 triple crochets. 2 and remove the stitch marker. And 3. So we are done working on this side. We are going to move on to the other side here. So to begin on the other side, we will follow the same pattern. So just we have to work 3 triple crochet and 2 double crochet and 2 half double and 3 single crochet, and all the way just repeat this 14 stitches here. So let's begin with 3 triple crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so continue the pattern. We have to work 2 double crochets, 1, 2, then 2 half double crochets, 1, and 3 single crochets. So continue repeat until you reach to the end. So at the end we are going to repeat it as same as here. So you have to end with 3 triple crochets. So I'll be back when I reach to the end. So here we are done our last 3 triple crochets. So now I'm going to insert my hook into the first triple crochet stitch here. So this is the chain 3, so it does not count it as a stitch. So insert your hook into the top of the first triple crochet stitch like this. And now we are going to change our yarn again. So grab the previous yarn from here and bring it through all the loops on your hook just like this, and pull this yarn to make it tight. And let's continue with blue yarn again. So to begin the row 3, work chain 1, does not count as a stitch. So leave your previous yarn just like this, do not cut it. So after the chain 1, insert your hook into the same stitch back loop. So this is the stitch that I did my chain 1 here, and now I'm going to insert in the same stitch back loop and work a single crochet. So in this row we are going to work 1 single crochet into every stitch back loop. So continue work single crochets around, and I'll meet you back at the end of this row. Okay, so here I'm done working all the way around. So this is our third row. To finish, I'm going to insert the hook into the first stitch here. So we does not count this chain one as a stitch, so leave it there and insert your hook into the first single crochet stitch, and we are going to change the yarn colors. So here I will grab my yellow color yarn and bring it through just like this. Okay, begin row 4, work chain 1, does not count as a stitch. So here we have 3 triple crochets from our previous row. So now we are going to work single crochets into that 3 triple crochets. So insert your hook into the same stitch back loop here and work a single crochet, one single crochet in the next stitch, and one single crochet in the next stitch. Then we are going to continue as our pattern. So after single crochets we are going to work half double crochets. So I'll be working 2 half double crochets here, 1 and 2, then 2 double crochets, 1, 2, then 3 triple crochets in the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3. Then we are going to continue with the pattern. So two double crochets, two half double crochets, and 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3. So this is how it's going to look like. As you can see, the waves here is nice and neat. So continue the pattern and I'll be back when I reach to the end. So here I'm halfway. So we begin with 3 single crochets here and we are going to end with 3 single crochet on this side. One, 2, 3. So this side is done and we are going to move on to the other side. So we have to begin with 3 single crochet here again. One, 2, and 3. Okay, so for these 6 triple crochets here, we did 6 single crochets on this round. Let's continue. So we have to work 2 half double crochets, 1, 2, then 2 double crochets, and 3 triple crochets. So continue work, and in here we will end up with 3 single crochets. So at the end here we have to work 3 single crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Then I'm gonna insert the hook into the first stitch, then change the yarn colors. We are going to move back to blue, so yarn over and pull through all the loops on your hook just like this, and just pull this to make it tight. Chain 1, begin with the next round. So just insert your hook into the same stitch back loop and work a single crochet, and we are going to continue work single crochets into back loops. So here I'm done with row 5. We have to change the yarn color again in here. To begin row 6, we are going to repeat row 2. So row 6 is repeat of row 2. Starting from row 6, we are going to repeat row 2, 3 and 4. So we will repeat row 2, 3 and 4 until we reach to the length that we need for our bag. So I'm going to work this pattern for half of my bag length. So I'm going to continue repeat row 2, 3 and 4 until I get the desired high with this pattern. To start row 6, work chain 3, does not count as a stitch, so we are repeating here row 2. So yarn over twice, insert the hook into the back loop of the same stitch, and work a triple crochet, triple crochet in the next stitch, and 1 triple crochet in the next stitch. Into the next 2 stitches we are going to work double crochets. So 1, 2, then 2 half doubles in the next 2 stitches. Oops. Then 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. So this way we are going to continue work around. As I mentioned earlier, we are going to repeat row 2, 3 and 4 until we get the desired high with this pattern. Okay, so here I'm back and I have done total of 12 wavy rows here. I mean the yellow ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So we have 12 yellow wavy rows, and the size of this piece is around 17 centimeters, and here I end up with blue single crochet row. So let's begin from here. I'm going to show you how to work the rest of our bag. So starting from here, we are going to use only the yellow yarn. So you can trim off the blue one here, leave a kind of long tail and trim it off. So let's begin. Work a chain 1 and 1 single crochet into the same stitch back loop. So this time we are going to work single crochet row around with yellow yarn. Work into the next stitch back loop a single crochet and continue work single crochets as usual, just into back loops of every stitch. So here I'm done with single crochet row, and now we are going to slip stitch into the first stitch, then begin our next round, work chain 4, and yarn over, skip the next stitch and work 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So I'm gonna skip this stitch here and insert your hook into the both loops of the next stitch and work a double crochet. Then work chain 1, skip 1 and 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So we're going to skip this and 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So from now we are working into both loops. Chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet. So we are going to continue work around this way. So once we reach to the end, we are going to work chain 1 and slip stitch into the third chain here. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to insert into both loops of the third chain and work a slip stitch. So we are done with this round and start the next round. So the next round will be repeat of this round. Just work chain 4, yarn over and 1 double crochet into the next double crochet stitch here, so the top of the double crochet stitch. Chain 1 and 1 double crochet into the next double crochet stitch. Chain 1, 1 double crochet into the next double crochet stitch, and we are going to continue repeat this until end of this round. So after this round, we also continue repeating the same pattern until we reach to our desired height for the back. So I'm gonna continue with this pattern and I'll be back when I reach to the desired height of my back. Okay, so here I'm back after working on the mesh pattern here. So I did total of 10 rows with this pattern. So let me measure it for you. So the height is around 27 centimeters and the width of this bag is 25 centimeters. Okay, so now we are done with the bag. So I'm going to trim this yarn off from here, then we can weave the yarn ends. So that's it for the bag part, and now we are going to work on the strap. So let's move on working on the strap. Okay, so as for the straps, here I have made one, and this is how it's look. So now we are going to make the other one. I just work it with single crochets. As you can see, I have worked with both colors. So to begin work this strap, you're gonna need 116 chains, but it's up to you. You can make it longer or shorter, whatever size that you decide to work with. So here I have worked 116 chains. So now I'm gonna turn it around and insert the hook into the second chain back loop. So we are going to work into back loops. So here skip the first one and insert your hook into the next stitch back loop, just like this, and work a single crochet. So we are going to continue work single crochets into back loops of every chain stitch. So I'll meet you back at the end of this row. Okay, so here I have reached to the end of this single crochet row. So at the end here, into the last stitch, I'm gonna insert the hook and yarn over, pull through. So we have 2 loops on our hook now, and at this point we are going to add our next color yarn. So here I grab my blue yarn and yarn over with the blue yarn and bring it through these 2 loops to join it into our work. So in here I'm not going to cut the yellow yarn. I'm going to leave it here and just continue work with the blue yarn. So do not cut your previous yarn. To begin the next row, work chain 1 and turn your work. Then we are going to work single crochets into back loops, just into back loops. So insert your hook into the very first stitch back loop and work a single crochet. Into the next stitch back loop, a single crochet. So okay, so here I have reached to the end, and here is my last stitch. So now I'm gonna trim this yarn off from here. So we are done working with blue yarn. And just trim it off like this. Now we're gonna grab our previous yarn here. So this is the other end. So we have this yellow yarn leaving there. Now I'm gonna insert my hook into the very first stitch here. Just insert your hook into back loop of that very first stitch and grab this yellow yarn and bring it through just like this. Then we're gonna work chain 1 and 1 single crochet into the same loop, and 1 single crochet into the next stitch back loop. So we are going to continue work single crochets into every stitch back loop, just like this. So here I'm done working on my 3rd single crochet row. So now we are done for the strap, and this is how it's look like. So here I'm gonna leave a long tail and cut my yarn. So I leave this tail so I can weave it into the bag. Let's see how we're gonna weave it into our bag. Okay, so here we are, and I have placed stitch markers on both corners. Then I count 9 spaces from here to here and place this strap side here. So on the 10th space I place the strap. In here also the same thing I did. I count 9 spaces, and into the 10th space here, which is this one, I place the strap. And starting from the top here, I count 1, 2 and 3 rows. Then I place the strap in here. So here I have 1, 2 and 3 rows. Okay, so that's how I place my strap on one side, and now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Then we're gonna weave it into the bag with yarn needle. Okay, so here I have pinned my another strap. Now this is how it looks. So this is the right side of the strap and this is the wrong side. So you have to face the right side out and wrong side in. So now I'm gonna show you how to weave it here. So here I have attached my yarn needle into the thread. Then I'm gonna remove this pin. And let's weave it from here. So just so there's no specific way to do it. You can just do it your way and make sure it's strong enough to hold into your bag. Okay, so I'm gonna weave it all the way to here and here, straight to here and again back down here. So we are weaving it as this way. So when you're done this side, you have to do it on the other side. Then we're gonna move into the other one here and do the same thing. Then I'll be back when I'm done weaving both straps into the bag. Okay, so we are done with our bag and this is how it's looked like finally. So here is the straps, and turn it around. So this is the end of this tutorial, and I hope you guys like this tutorial, and if you do, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and press the bell icon to receive notifications for my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.